Imagine a world where you couldn't renounce your citizenship no matter what. A world where no matter how far you roam, you're forever bound to a single nation. Sounds a bit like the European Union, doesn't it? Well, today we'll explore 5 countries where this is the reality. Places where the escape hatch is firmly bolted shut. First on our list is Argentina, a beautiful country with a complex relationship with its citizens. Argentina, known for its tango, its beef, and more recently its economic turmoil, has recently introduced a wealth tax targeting its wealthy individuals. Now, you might be thinking, what's that got to do with renouncing citizenship? Well, hold on to your hats, because this is where it gets interesting. The law here explicitly states that for human rights reasons, one cannot be deprived of Argentine citizenship. That's right, you can't simply choose to leave. You're bound to Argentina whether you like it or not, and you're expected to pay your dues even if you've long since moved on to greener pastures. It's a classic case of wanting to have your cake and eat it too, wouldn't you say? But Argentina, my friends, isn't the only one playing this game. Next, we have Costa Rica, a country often touted as a tropical paradise. With its lush rainforests, stunning beaches, and vibrant culture, it's no wonder people from all over the world dream of living here. The country's commitment to environmental sustainability and its peaceful way of life make it a beacon of hope in a tumultuous world. But for those hoping to renounce their Costa Rican citizenship, paradise might feel a bit like a gilded cage. Imagine wanting to explore new horizons, only to find that the very place you once considered a haven now feels like a trap. Since the mid-1990s, laws have changed, making it nearly impossible to renounce citizenship. This shift has left many feeling stuck, unable to fully embrace new opportunities abroad. The legal maze is complex, and the process is fraught with bureaucratic hurdles. Unlike other Central American countries where it might be challenging but still possible, Costa Rica stands firm on its stance. The rigidity of these laws sets Costa Rica apart, making it an outlier in the region. While neighboring countries have found ways to adapt, Costa Rica remains steadfast. It's like they say, once a Costa Rican, always a Costa Rican, whether you like it or not. This saying has taken on a new meaning in light of these stringent laws. It reflects a deep-seated national pride, but also a reluctance to let go. Now, I'm all for national pride, but this seems a bit extreme, wouldn't you say? The question arises, is this level of control truly necessary? Is it a matter of preserving national identity, or is there something more at play? It begs the question, what is Costa Rica so afraid of? Are they concerned about a brain drain, losing their best and brightest to other countries? Or is it about maintaining a certain image on the global stage? Why are they so determined to keep their citizens tethered to their shores? The determination is palpable, but the reasons remain shrouded in mystery. Is it about economic stability, or perhaps a fear of losing cultural heritage? Perhaps it's the allure of their pristine beaches or the promise of a simpler life. The natural beauty and tranquility of Costa Rica are undeniable, and it's easy to see why the government would want to retain its citizens. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: renouncing your Costa Rican citizenship is about as likely as finding a penguin in the rainforest. The process is so arduous that it deters even the most determined individuals. In the end, Costa Rica remains a paradise, but one with golden bars that are hard to escape. Chapter 3. The Holy See, once you're in, you're in. The Holy See, or Vatican City, is another unique case. This tiny city-state, nestled within the heart of Rome, holds immense power and influence. But for those who hold Vatican citizenship, leaving isn't as simple as hopping on a train. Renouncing citizenship here is practically unheard of. Once you're in for life. It's a bit like joining a very exclusive club, one with a strict no-exit policy. Now, I can understand the appeal of being a citizen of the smallest state in the world, rubbing shoulders with cardinals and perhaps even catching a glimpse of the Pope himself. But to be bound to a single place, forever tied to its laws and customs, that's a big commitment, wouldn't you say? It seems even the allure of divine intervention isn't enough to tempt some to relinquish their Vatican citizenship. The Vatican is not just a religious epicenter, it's a treasure trove of history, art, and culture. The Vatican museums house some of the most significant artworks in the world, from Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling to Raphael's rooms. The Vatican Library is another gem, holding ancient manuscripts and texts that scholars from around the globe come to study. It's a place where history and knowledge converge. Living in such a place, one might feel a sense of timelessness, as if walking through the pages of history itself. The serene atmosphere, especially at night, can be quite enchanting. Daily life in the Vatican is unique as well. With a small population, everyone knows each other, and there's a strong sense of community. Local shops and markets cater to the residents, adding to the charm of this tiny state. The events and ceremonies held here are grand and deeply rooted in tradition. From papal blessings to religious festivals, the sense of belonging to something greater is palpable. Security is also a top priority. The Swiss Guards, with their colourful uniforms and rigorous training, ensure the safety of the Pope and the Vatican's residents. Advanced surveillance systems are in place to maintain peace and order. Gaining Vatican citizenship is no easy feat. The process is stringent, involving thorough background checks and interviews. It's a privilege granted to very few, making it all the more exclusive. Celebrations in the Vatican are a sight to behold, whether it's Christmas, Easter, or any other significant event. The entire community comes together in joyous harmony, creating memories that last a lifetime. So while the idea of being bound to one place might seem daunting, the unique experiences and the sense of belonging to such a historic and spiritual place can be incredibly fulfilling. Once you're in, you're in. And perhaps that's not such a bad thing after all. Chapter 4, Iran, Trapped by Bureaucracy. Iran presents a different challenge. While it's technically possible to renounce Iranian citizenship, the bureaucratic hurdles make it nearly impossible, especially for native-born Iranians. The process is so convoluted, so riddled with red tape, that it makes navigating the labyrinth of Greek mythology seem like a walk in the park. It's almost as if they've designed it to discourage even the most determined individuals. And for those who do manage to jump through all the hoops, there's no guarantee of success. The final decision rests solely in the hands of the Iranian government, who can choose to approve or deny your request without any explanation. It's a classic case of heads I win, tails you lose. So, while renouncing Iranian citizenship might be technically possible, in reality, it's a bureaucratic nightmare that few are willing to endure. Chapter 5, Morocco, a kingdom of no return? Morocco, a land of vibrant culture and stunning landscapes, shares a similar story with Iran. Known for its rich history, bustling markets, and breathtaking architecture, Morocco is a country that captivates the senses. From the vibrant souks of Marrakesh to the serene Atlas Mountains, it's a place that leaves a lasting impression on all who visit. However, beneath this picturesque exterior lies a complex and often frustrating reality for those seeking to renounce their Moroccan citizenship. While the law technically allows for the renunciation of citizenship, the actual process is fraught with difficulties, making it practically impossible for most people to navigate successfully. It's a bit like trying to find a needle in a haystack while blindfolded and riding a camel backwards. The bureaucratic maze is daunting, with countless forms to fill out, documents to gather, and hoops to jump through. Each step of the process seems designed to discourage and dissuade applicants. The paperwork alone is enough to make your head spin, and that's before you even factor in the endless waiting periods, the numerous interviews, and the constant fear that your application will be arbitrarily rejected. The sheer volume of documentation required is staggering, and any mistake or omission can set you back months, if not years. It's enough to make even the most patient person tear their hair out. The process is not only time-consuming, but also emotionally draining. Many find themselves caught in a never-ending cycle of paperwork and red tape with no clear end in sight. So while the Moroccan government might claim that renouncing citizenship is a right, the reality is far more complicated. The legal framework may exist, but the practical implementation is severely lacking. The hurdles and obstacles placed in the way of applicants make it a right that is nearly impossible to exercise. It's a right that's all but impossible to exercise, a right that exists in theory but not in practice. For many, the dream of renouncing their Moroccan citizenship remains just that, a dream. The reality is a far cry from the promises made on paper, and for those who are desperate to break free from the ties that bind them to Morocco, it's a bitter pill to swallow. The emotional toll of being trapped in a system that seems designed to keep you in place is immense for many. The hope of a new beginning in another country remains out of reach, leaving them feeling dejected and resigned to their fate. Chapter 6. Choose your citizenship wisely. So there you have it. 5 countries where renouncing your citizenship is virtually impossible, along with some strategic considerations for your future. Remember to always research and plan carefully when looking at second citizenship options. Don't get caught in a situation where you're trapped by your passport. Remember, true freedom means having the choice to stay or to go, to pledge your allegiance or to seek a new path. Subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos on international residence and business trends.